Welcome in, Cancer. How are you? I am bringing you your mid-month reading. Not really date specific. If the title speaks to you and the reading speaks to you, it's your message. That's all there is to it. But I am bringing this to you during the Mercury retrograde. So those energies, whenever you come upon this reading, just know those energies will have impacted this reading. That's why I chose the whole concept of the divine masculine and feminine journey and taking a look mostly in this part of the reading where the masculine is at. I get asked that question often because the retrograde, Mercury is the messenger of the skies, right? It rules our communication. That's why things can go off the rails. It rules our mind, our thoughts, communication, technology, electronics, travel. So we frequently see everybody pointing the blame at Mercury when things go sideways in the retrograde, which does happen because that planet is actually speeding up, and so it looks as though it's moving in reverse, and it forces us to slow down even when our nature is to push forward. So it is all about the re's, like resting, relaxing, recuperating, rebooting our internal system, realigning to our path, all that stuff. But it's also in very intense or divinely guided connections. It also happens to be a time of reconnecting, people coming back into our lives from the past. So you want to release any blockages to make space for that. To welcome in any reconnection if you so desire, resolving issues, reconciling differences, and reuniting is often very common. So that's why we're looking at this topic right now. Okay, Cancer. So I'm pulling two cards from Energy Oracle, one for Divine Masculine, one for Divine Feminine. Okay, so we have here for the masculine, card 36. 6 and 3 is 9, so that's like completing a lesson. And we have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. I don't know what took me so long to say that. Okay, so we're going to look at the second chakra, and it feels like there's a lesson, something that's being completed right now for the divine masculine. And then we have the man holding a coin, card 43, 4 and 3 is 7, very spiritual here, Cancer. Man holding a coin, but it was in reverse. So I do want to take a look at that quickly for you. Let's see, 43 in reverse for the divine feminine. That's some good information, especially during a retrograde. But if you're watching this in any other time, that's fine. So it says this card reversed reveals that you could be acting against your own best interest where money or health matters are concerned. You might be spending a bit too much or simply not be conscious enough about what's really important. If that's the case, become more aware of your choices and priorities and bring more discipline to your life. I'm just going to read it. It could also be a warning of a self-absorbed or dismissive man who may be out of his own advancement, even at the cost of your own, or out for his own advancement, even at the cost of your own. So be conscious of the critical or demanding men around you. And always remember that you alone determine who has the real power in your life. So not sure that that's what's going on here. We'll see what comes out in the reading, but this is a cautionary tale about keeping all things with regard to your stability and your groundedness and your abundance in check. For the divine masculine, card 36, upright, is a card of intimacy. The second chakra vibrates in the energy of the beautiful angel Ariel. She sends a bright orange energy promoting inspired creativity and greater comfort with intimacy. When this card appears upright, it's urging you to get creative, let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self-expression and new projects that may have a more creative approach. It's also a time when the energies of closeness with others and nurturing yourself can flow more freely. So this did come out upright. That's a good thing. It's about self-nurturance, but it is also about intimacy. And we're in a time in the collective where that's really important. Breaking down barriers, shifting paradigms, elevating the consciousness of what intimacy is really about. And so everyone's coming to the party in their own timeline. I'm pulling 3 cards for you, Cancer, just to see from the wisdom of the Oracle what this storyline may be about. Here and now, staying present, soulmates, there we go, and the tribe. Wow. So the tribe is sort of about what we're all doing here together. When you come into this kind of a channel, when you seek out information online or in groups, in your social media, scrolling, as you're connecting with other people that feel more aligned with how you're elevating and you're ascending and elevating your own vibration. That's what this card is about. It's also card number 8, and turned sideways, that's the sign of infinity. 8 is about doing the work, right? So you're in the process of doing the work with regard to expanding your tribe. And this includes the work you're doing with your soulmate. Card 41, 4 and 1 is 5. So there may be some change afoot. But these 2 soulmates, the little penguins, they mate for life, by the way. They take care of each other. And then here and now, stay in the present moment. Very important. Card 32. 3 and 2 is also 5. So you have 2 5 cards here and an 8 of doing the work. Staying in the present, doing the work within this connection. All right, moving on. Let's take a look-see at what is coming through, how the Divine Masculine is coming through in the connection. Wow, Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, Magician, 9 of Cups. So we've got a little bit of everything, energetically speaking. I see the Magician right away. I know that that's Virgo and Gemini energy of that major arcana, but it is a card of manifestation. I think this person is seeing themselves in their own power, so it's interesting that this card comes out. But we're going to look with the clarifiers as to what it is they're working to manifest. But their energy that they're showing up with is the Knight of Cups. That's moving toward love, with your heart on your sleeve, right? With an open heart, with compassion toward the other person. It is a card of action. That is what the Knights are all about. But then we have also the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands moves in fast and furious. This is like swashbuckler style, sweep you up off your feet. You could be dealing with a water sign, a fire sign, or we've got water here on both. We got water here in both spaces on this board. So I'm feeling presently some heavy water energy, but this could also be you showing up in the reading, Cancer. You might be dealing with another water sign, but we've got this fiery Sagittarian energy of the Knight of Wands, and I love the energy of the Knight of Wands, but sometimes it can be about repeating a pattern over and over again and not really getting the memo. So we'll have to look at that. And then 9 of Cups is emotional, fulfillment, wish fulfillment, happy, joyful, contented. Nope. Knight of Cups, please. All right. Well, that one wants to come out. So there's the 9 of Pentacles, High Priestess, and the Knight of Pentacles. So even though I feel you're a single person here, Cancer, likely very possibly a female. The 9 of Pentacles. Got to give a girl a second to collect her words. Like my tongue is moving and the words aren't forming fast enough. 9 of Pentacles, very independent person, usually a single female. She creates the life she wants. She attracts to her what she wants, but she kind of has everything going for her but a stable love life. So I'm just pointing that out because it feels like this person is coming toward, maybe even coming up behind her, this 9 of Pentacles energy, which even though you're a water sign, you can be the 9 of Pentacles. If you're an independent person making their way in the world, nobody's really helping you, you're doing your own thing, and they're moving toward that energy with love. On top of that is the High Priestess. I don't feel you're in communication right now. I'm probably speaking to a group of Cancerians who are, you know, in the energy of the High Priestess, really unto themselves, really working on their spiritual path and their connection to higher dimensions. You know, that means taking in all the synchronicities and being aware of messages that you're receiving energetically and trying to work on your spiritual self. But the High Priestess doesn't talk about that. She just does it. And so this card often represents a breach in communication where you're more likely in separation. And on top of that, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. This is they want to move toward you with love, but they're moving toward you slowly, deliberately. They want to show that they're responsible. They're being methodical about it. This is not that. So now we have 3 Knights. And the Knight that's missing is the Knight of Swords. So we have to, if that doesn't come out, that's the one we pay attention to. And I'll just let you know, the Knight of Swords is a card of victory. It's also a card of taking action with regard to truth, honor, integrity, above board communication. It can be delivering a message, but that's usually the Page of Swords. But taking action with regard to some truth, some measure of honesty, integrity, character is what's coming at you, and that's what's missing here. So we have everything else but that. Knight of Wands for this Divine Masculine. What they want to move toward quickly and in a hurry, that's that Knight of Wands. What they're real passionate about is making, you know, this is putting in the order for what they want, right? 2 paths lie before you. You got to make a choice, and I feel like it's about their future. So they are wanting to move quickly with regard to their future on some level, trying to balance the energies. Now that makes sense because we have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, but then the Knight of Pentacles is gumming up the works. We have the love and passion, and the Pentacle says, slow your roll. You know, you've got to respond in a mature, deliberate, responsible way that speaks to this 9 of Pentacles and High Priestess energy. So I feel they're trying to balance themselves out. They are being patient. This is a card Temperance. It's about tempering the energies, being patient while everything kind of comes to room temperature. If you get my drift, if anybody's a baker here, you know what I'm talking about. And they are persevering. They are pushing through. They're seeing this as like not as much of an obstacle, but a challenge. It is a little burdensome that they can't move at the pace that they want to move at. But they are not giving up. And they are persevering to overcome that energy of temperance, to overcome their desire to move quickly and make this life, you know, this life-changing decision. They're choosing about their future. They know it's important. They want to move quickly. They're balancing the energies. They're coming at you, though, with an attitude of love. They want to show you that they're reliable. Knight of Pentacles. Magician, please. No. Well, what are they manifesting? Life partnership. This just came out in the Gemini reading, I believe. Yeah. If you're dealing with a Gemini, and it's very possible because the Magician is Virgo and Gemini. Ruled by Mercury. Say that 3 times fast. We're in the retrograde right now, so it could be a lot of that coming through. But this person is trying to manifest at this moment life partnership. That's what they want. And one that's filled with love and passion for their perceived 9 of Pentacles, High Priestess. That's you. Wow. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, on the bottom of the deck, their unconscious energy, but they're leaving it to the fates. They know this is a fated connection. They're leaving it to, all in divine time. The Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarian energy. We've got Sagittarius twice here now. So for those of you dealing with a Sagittarian, I think they're showing up in the reading. We do have a lot of Earth, as I said. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn shows up prominently. Mostly Virgo. Yeah, the 9 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and in the Magician, we have a lot of Virgo. Just letting you know. 9 of Cups for our beautiful Cancerians. Boy, if that isn't a Cancer energy card. Lovers. Lovers. More Gemini energy there. So now we've got Virgo and Gemini and Sagittarius as three very prominent energies coming through in this reading, along with Pisces in the High Priestess. Temperance is Sag too. Yeah. Sag, Sag, Sag. We got some strong energy in this part of the reading. Could also be where their Mercury is placed, could be their rising sign. Also, if this message doesn't speak to you, dear Cancer, feel free to watch the videos in this series that I just did that correspond with your rising sign, or if you happen to know where your Mercury placement is, that would be a help too. Nine of Cups with the Lovers, happiness with you. I mean, this is the Lovers. They're choosing, they're making a choice for happiness. What's the topic of the reading is divine masculine and divine feminine journey. So we're looking at the soulmates, we're looking at the lovers, we're looking at the twins, and I think it's very clear what this person wants. Here we've got the soulmates card, coming out right here, and I kind of feel like this. We've got the energy of the intimacy of this second chakra archangel. And I do feel they're coming at you with love. They want to get on that horse right now and come charging at you. I think you're the one here staying in the present moment, in the here and now, and really calling on your tribe, the people, you're here. So you're part of my tribe, I'm part of yours. So I really feel this message is more about this person wanting to manifest life partnership with you, understanding it's a fated connection. So I do think they're aware of the divinity in the connection, but they're sort of leaving it up to divine timing. And they're really feeling slowed down here by a sense of duty and responsibility toward your feelings and to your pace, which I think is lovely. And I feel they see happiness and fulfillment and contentment with you. It's a beautiful, beautiful reading here, Cancer. I'm going to take this same deck and I'm going to pull the exact same cards now for, the same spread for Divine Feminine. 3 cards from this deck for the connection. A card to you from your higher self or your spiritual team, the universe, whatever. A card to you from this Divine Masculine energy. And then outcome and timing as appropriate. So that's going to be a much more involved portion of the reading, and I'll clarify everything there too, okay? So Cancer, if you feel this is speaking to you and you understand the energy that's showing up, or I've named some of the signs that are coming through very prominently, the link to the extended is below. I hope to see you over there. Otherwise, have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you on a future reading. Bye, Cancer.